So hello everyone, welcome to the new day and new vlog. It's almost evening time and I thought that today I'll make a video about the very first presentation that we had today in the psychology lecture. In one of the previous videos, I've discussed about the first task of the psychology related to the essay part that we had to write regarding its format. And for the next week, we have been assigned a report task, although we yet have to submit that task. So once we submit it, then I think I'll discuss the points of the format in which we have to give it or submit it. But today was about the presentation part, and it is quite different and quite unique for me as well, because this is one of the first lectures in which we had to present, and it's quite spontaneous, so I thought that today I'll share the experience and you might also can get some information. So if I start, when we went to the class, the lecturer, the professor, she distributed the index card that was given to us, in which we had to write our name and previous things that we did in the previous lecture, where we wrote like why we took this subject and how is it related to our field, what is our field. So at the back side of that paper, we had to write some points. First of all, how the background of the psychology or the knowledge of psychology changed for us in the past 2 weeks, like when we started with the psychology lecture and now when we are here after 2 weeks. Because in the past 2 weeks, first we did an essay task, and then we have been assigned a report task. So we had to do some research, we had to find some journal, we had to go through some secondary sources, primary sources. So we had to write like how the psychology knowledge changed for us in the past 2 weeks. That was related to background. Then we had to mention for what we did for secondary sources and what we did for the primary sources, how the process went for us in 5 minutes. So everyone has 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, you will write your points, and then one by one, suppose we are sitting in the lecture room. So one by one, from our seat only, we have to present the points to the whole class and to the professor as well. So for example, after 5 minutes, when we wrote down the points, and we had to write the points related to the short essay, as I told, and the report task as well, and mix that knowledge and also present it, what we learned, right? So that was the one of the first presentations in when it started. So one by one, and then you have to be at your seat, and you have, maybe she said, some time to say your points or to discuss that with the class and to tell them what you have learned, and also what things you encountered while searching for the sources, either secondary or primary sources, and how you felt this knowledge helped you as well. For example, one of my topics was theory of mind. So how theory of mind helped me as well in developing my knowledge about psychology, or the report task, the report topic, how it changed me, or how it has helped me increasing my knowledge as well, right? Because we are doing these research and we are reading these journals. And so this was related to the first presentation. So everyone one by one presented that. Also, just after that, regarding our there was a template that she showed in the projector. In one of the slides, it was written, you have to say your name. Hi, my name is this, my general topic is this, my title is this. Suppose, I'll give you an example. Suppose the topic is mindfulness engineering, right? Now you maybe you have to research about that topic during that time, and you are writing a report. So whatever research you have done, there is a template given in the PPT, and she showed that PPT. Suppose, hi, my title is this, the general is this, why I chose this research topic, how is it related to me, what were the main points covered by the researchers in this research topic, and what you felt about it, what are the critic points you felt about it, and what can be improved or what was not there in those points, and how much time it took for you to do this research. So for that, we got 5 minutes, right? You have 5 minutes. You have to make mind map or the points by your own, and then you have to present in that order only. Like all the class students are sitting, and once your chance comes, you have to read that out. So she, after the first task, which was related to the background of psychology, how it changed for us, and including the two topics, like the first essay task and the report task. Just after that, we had 5 minutes time again, and we have to we have to speak about the research that we did, and including that template. So you have to start with this template, you have to follow that template, and you have to present your points. What was different in this task was the timing. For every student, she set the timing at 3 minutes. So once you start presenting, she will start the timer, and then for 3 minutes you have to speak, right? You have 5 minutes time for preparation and 3 minutes time to speak about your topic, like what you think is the definition, explain the definition in your own words. Then, as I told you, what is the title, how it's related to you, and what researchers discussed, what can be improved, what surveys did they perform, what measures did they take, like methods, for example, in mindfulness engineering. So what were the method, like they conducting some surveys in for how many people, and what was the result? Do you think this result is enough, or there should be more work to be done? What do you felt should be done? So these are points you have to speak. You can refer your paper, right? Suppose your notes or your paper, your iPad, your laptop, where you can write down the points, but you have to speak. This, the professor said, this is there so that the students can work on their presentation skills as well, and their speaking skills, right? Speaking in front of people. So every student has 3 minutes time, and then they have to give this presentation. So in today's class, this was the very first presentation class for us, and we had to give 2 different presentations. First about the background knowledge, second about the research that we did about the topic. For example, some students who wrote some points for a report, they had to present about their report and the journal, and some students who researched about their essay, the first task, they have to speak about that. But you have to discuss in your own words to the whole class, and it is very I would say different and very interactive as well, because when you speak, people listens, and professor also listens, and she also review that. She like suppose one of the students maybe said that this journal I referred, so she explained that this is how you get the journal name, and how you mention the references. So all these points were discussed, and we had to present that in front of the class. So I would say it was quite different experience, quite unique experience for us, because in other lectures we had to submit exercises, sometimes in OLAT, sometimes in an online platform, but this time we had this random presentations. Although the professor has already told us that in every class, whatever work we do, there will be a part where we have to present it, but still today it was like timed presentation as well. So 2 presentations. First, in for your background, that was not really timed. You have to write down the points, and then she collected those paper where the students wrote down the points beside the on the back side of the index card. And second was just follow this template, make a mind map, maybe you can refer some points, and then you have to speak for 3 minutes. That was timed, and then the professor gave the review. So I think this is a very beneficial thing that I felt, and it's quite good to improve the presentation skills as well, and to present your work as well, like what you researched, what you felt, what can be improved. So this was all related to the today's psychology first presentation lecture, I would say. And it was more of student based, because most of the time I would say, or some of the time, students have to speak and one by one within the time frame. So it was good, and I hope you get some information that how the psychology lecture is going on. Like in the previous video, I've told about you what was the essay task, or what was the first task that has been assigned to us. And in this one, this is the one of the first presentations that we had to give just after our essay task and the report task. Although the report task deadline is still there and we have to submit it, that's why I thought that I'll discuss the report task once we submit it, and in what format we are doing that. So then I'll discuss about this. But I hope you get some information in today's video about the presentation, how we had to give that, and how we presented it. So that's it for this vlog, and I think I'll end this vlog now. I have my German class, and then I'll see you in new day, new vlog. Rest, like, comment, share, subscribe. It doesn't take much time. Bye bye. Ciao, ciao. Namaste. Chalo.